Final instructions delivered. We are just seconds away from our main event here at Airtight Boxing Civil War.
Both athletes seem very ready to go, very committed here. I'm excited.
Nunez in the blue, Ornelas in the white and gold. Strong start. Ornelas backing Nunez up against the ropes. Oh. Right hand splits the guard for Ornelas. Nunez returns fire. Ornelas popping the jab. Jabs just peppering the face of Nunez right now. Nunez finding his way back inside and working the body. Well-timed counter shot from Ornelas. Swing and a miss from each. Head move from Ornelas keeps him on the evasive. Couple of strong hooks. Return fire from Nunez. Has Ornelas backed into the corner. Uppercut and a hook return on the counter from Ornelas. Ornelas now starting to unload offense with Nunez backed up against the ropes. Couple of big overhands land for Ornelas. Ornelas has Nunez up against the ropes and hurt. Nunez is about to go down. We have a standing knockdown. Ropes saved him from hitting the contact, or from hitting the canvas in that exchange.
Crowd is going crazy here.
And Ornelas going for it. Uppercut splits the guard. Ornelas is starting to tee off. We're seeing that hair jump every which direction for Nunez. Nunez needs to get himself off of the ropes. He's just eating shot after shot, but a big counter right hand lands. Short time in the round. Flurry at the end from Nunez.
What a round. Wow. The pace alone was nuts.
Hellfire and brimstone for 3 minutes right there in the first round of our main event of this title fight here at Airtight Boxing Civil War.
Man, let's take a peek in these corners. You know, they're both looking conditioned, looking well. Seeming breathing fine.
Certainly the crowd in the side of Ornelas in this matchup. Now, if you're Jimmie Nunez, having gone through the knockdown in that first frame, we've got to be a little bit more measured, and we have to start to find our offense. We've got to get some respect back here in the second round.
Agreed. In fairness, he was always there and he was in the fight. However, the activity and the onslaught that Tomas provided it was huge, and it made the difference.
And a blaze of fury right away to start the second round. Nunez now starting to mount some offense here. Nunez has Ornelas backed up against the ropes now. Ornelas looking to punch his way out of danger.
Good body shot, good head shot.
But return fire from Nunez. Nunez just got Pez dispensered by an uppercut, but he's standing in the pocket tough. See, but I question, do some of these shots that are landing on Nunez look a little bit worse because his hair's poofy?
The way it slides, it's like
just the way that it kind of flops back in a way.
Well, it's that old Masvidal pick, right? When he got punched and all the spit came out, made it look far worse than it was, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, that's the old adage of shaving your head down, right? So it doesn't give the optics of it being a stiffer shot that it was.
Yeah, but you also shave your head down, man, so you can start pushing that nappy-ass hair against the chin, right? Start cutting them open a bit, making them work.
We've got some blood drawn from the face of Nunez now.
Tomas has been staying heavy on those body shots. He just took a big breath coming out of that corner.
I was about to say, Tomas looks a little bit labored right now.
I would agree with you.
He threw some heavy shots that he was trying to put Jimmie out, but Jimmie has a brick head.
Now, is he bleeding from his left eye? Am I seeing that right?
Looks like from that left eyebrow.
Wow, they're slugging though and trading some shots here.
I mean, they are taking this fight in a phone booth here, Steven.
Good whip on that hook.
Ornelas is in trouble right now. Nunez is starting to rally.
I agree. The way he's flicking those punches. He's got good whip on the end of them.
Big right hand, though. That changes things. Wow. The math on the field was instantly flipped. Ornelas starting to rally.
He's getting hit. He's protecting. Oh! Wow.
Two big uppercuts split the guard. But dog tough is Jimmie Nunez. Wow. Flipping the rotation and putting Ornelas back against the ropes to finish the round.
So where are we at, man? Who is winning this fight?
I mean, I would still have to lead the edge to Ornelas right away, just based on how the first round went. The score in that.
Do you think Nunez stole that second round though?
I think that there's a strong chance or a strong case to be made that Nunez did steal the second.
Okay. Man, I am interested in this fight. Both fighters, in fairness, Tomas does seem a bit tired, a bit labored, like you had said.
Yeah, when we're factoring scores and all of that, though, I mean, it still is an edge to Ornelas in that process.
Yeah, I would say so. Just more activity, right? However, man, I do feel Nunez took the rhythm or the momentum at the end of that last round.
Certainly, and we had to take into account, though, how are we factoring damage? There's one guy who's leaking, there's one guy who's not.
That's true. Good body. Nunez with a little assault of his own.
But Nunez is not going away. I mean, he's gotten hurt a couple of times, takes a couple of breaths, and he just steps right back into the fire.
Both these guys are machines. Big body shots right there from Tomas.
A couple swings and misses from Jimmie. Big hooks from Ornelas there in tight space.
Oh!
Ornelas 8-3 right there. Jimmie has him hurt. He's hurt. He's got to swing his way out of it right now. If I'm Jimmie Nunez, I'm not backing up. I'm just marching forward.
Oh, good uppercut.
Tremendous heart, though, from Ornelas to continue to bite down through it. He's tired and he's been hurt. Good counter uppercut, splits the guard there for Ornelas again. Combinations from Jimmie starting to land. Just the pressure and the volume alone is doing wonders for Jimmie Nunez in this round. That was a great use of clinch and rotation right there by Ornelas. He desperately needed to get himself out of that corner, and he did so. But two big counters. Jimmie has him hurt. Jimmie has him hurt.
Dude, his body's hurting. Tomas's body is hurting.
But he's biting down and swinging right through it, man. What a warrior. Trying to power back and hook his way through the process. The volume right now by Jimmie. Wow.
Man, I think Nunez has taken the momentum in this fight.
The momentum is certainly shifted in his favor right now.
Wow.
This fourth round, this is a dig deep and go for it round for each fighter.
Very much so, man. This is crazy. I'm excited we're here for this. Man, I will say Jimmie Nunez is breathing a bit better. He looks a little bit under control. However, the heart of Tomas has shown, man, he can still come back, come off the stool and be just fine.
Oh, certainly. And Jimmie Nunez he looks like a throwback. He's a throwback to a different era.
I agree.
Even all the way down to, he's got the real old school boxing shoes, the high tops, a shag carpet looking set of trunks that look like it's fresh out of the love machine.
I love the trunks.
And just a dog. I don't care how flashy you are. I'm going to be in your face.
Yeah,
I'm going to be gritty. And when you're done with all your stuff, I'm going to be right here if you don't put me away.
He's a dog, man. It's impressive. Impressive showing. He's still going after Tomas. However, Tomas came off the bench. Great. Look at him.
I think Tomas understands what the math on the field is just the same, that he's got to have a sense of urgency going into this round.
Yes.
Big right hand right there stuns Jimmie. Another right hand. Little rope-a-dope action there from Ornelas. Gets himself out of danger. Couple of twos. Right hand splits the guard. Another cross splits the guard here at Nunez. The cross is the tale of this round so far for Ornelas. That right hand is a heat-seeking missile.
You guys are just throwing leather.
I'd like to know what the efficiency of the right cross is in this round so far for Ornelas, though.
Man,
it's landing at a high clip.
High. These guys are still throwing body shots. I love the work putting in.
And despite that, Jimmie is still here, and he is still marching and still throwing. Another right hand. And fatigue starting to set in here. Final minute of this fourth round. Short time left. Both guys going for broke here. Power punches from Jimmie to finish with a furious flurry at the end of the fourth.
Wow.
We've got more action on this fight, folks. This is a title fight.
Hey, look at this. Jimmie's not even sitting on the stool. I'm interested to see where this goes, man. Going into the fifth round. I got a 2-2.
So tight. It is. I mean, we're splitting hairs here as far as the scorecards with this so far.
However, I'd like to go back and address what you were talking about earlier. Jimmie is bleeding. And he is bleeding pretty good through that upper left eye. Tomas doesn't seem to have accumulated the same amount of damage. However, man, I feel he lost the last two, and I do feel the momentum shifted a bit.
Agreed. But I will say, though, that right hand really added up some score. I mean, if I were to be judging this fight, the way that Ornelas came out in that fourth round, that was a really grit round. I think there was a noticeable momentum shift after the third. He did everything that he absolutely could to stop that from continuing to swing in that third.
Agreed. Man, and now Tomas is coming out hot.
He's coming out hot, but how much of that steam is still left in the tank?
Fair. But man, is he moving them hands, though.
Woo!
Good
sometimes
football.
even, hey, when you're throwing and when you're landing a lot, it's not draining as much energy as swinging and missing.
Much more efficient to land and pull.
But you are still draining the energy tank, especially after 4 rounds of landing a lot of punches at high volume. Jimmie is just dog tough and is still a zombie right there in front of his face. And at times, that can be discouraging for your psyche on the mental process of your efficiency in your mind. Like, man, I hit this dude with everything. And he's still here. Jab from Ornelas. Nunez starting to back Ornelas down to the corner. In the waiting seconds of this fifth round, we have both guys labored, both guys digging deep. Jimmie Nunez is starting to put the work on to Ornelas up against the ropes. Right hook. Left hook, left uppercut. Counter from Ornelas. Punches and bunches from tight space from each fighter right now. Some inside punches, big rotation for the body shots to start to find their mark here up against the fence for Ornelas. Ornelas splits the guard with a couple of uppercuts. Jimmie returns fire, finds the body a couple of times. Ornelas splits the guard with an uppercut, lands 2 hooks. And we are through 5. How do you folks have it from home? Let us know online. Hit me up on social media. That's me, Jordan Kurtz, at Comments for the Peanut Gallery on Instagram or on Threads.
Man, I got to give it to our camera crew. They're killing it. Got some awesome angles of the corners here.
Great action seeing them right now. Now, Steven, this is a dogfight.
Dogfight, absolute dogfight.
Barn burner, worth the price of admission by itself.
This has been awesome. What a finish. I'm just excited to get more rounds in. I'm kind of upset to see this end.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, when you put this at the top of the bill and when you throw a title on it, this is what you're hoping for. Like if you're Steve Vestas, from a promoter perspective, this is everything that you could have asked for.
Yeah, this is what CJGC got a week ago with Ben and AJ Fish. Amazing finish. It's an amazing way to finish the card.
And granted, this entire card has been entertaining, but sometimes if you have just a spectacle of that main event, some of the other fights on the card can at times be a dud, but you leave people walking away happy. On the flip side, you can have an absolute banger of a show all the way up until the main event, and the main event has a lackluster ending, and it leaves people with that recency bias of, hey, what happened?
Yeah, it's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, right? Great movie, horrible ending.
Tight space battle right now. TKO Ornelas is starting to find his mark. Rallying like a juggernaut, like Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat, if you will. And Nunez really starting to show damage on that left eye. Jimmie bullying Ornelas into the ropes and trying to find punches in tight space. Cross from Ornelas. Bull rush again from Jimmie into the ropes. A short punch flurry lands from Jimmie. A couple uppercuts. Return uppercut from Ornelas. Good rotation from Ornelas to get himself out of the corner. Using his head movement, evasive from danger. Now landing a big right hook of his own. It is a bloody one, folks. His walkout song teased it, he delivered. This is a bloody war.
They're so tired right now. What troopers.
And there you have it, folks. What a battle. Tremendous display of action between these two pugilists here in our title fight for the main event at Airtight Boxing Civil War. How did you folks have it scored? We'll have it from the judges here momentarily. Steven, what a fight.
Man, that was awesome. That was an absolute awesome fight. What a way to finish the night.
I mean, a bloody war that we somehow managed to avoid being in the splash zone. I don't know how that happened for this fight. I mean, we got a couple of spots here on the table right close to us. Somehow avoided.
We did. We had a guy drop on the table. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's a first.
That's a first. Yeah, that hasn't happened.
Judge Lightmeyer scores it out, 54-59. Judge Short scores it out, 54-59. Judge Beal scores it out, 55-58. And Beal!